Tech has changed the way we live, work, and connect with the world. But behind the shiny apps, billion-dollar valuations, and promises of innovation lies a darker story, one of persistent misogyny and toxic workplace culture. In this video, we're going to explore how sexism manifests inside the tech industry and other male-dominated fields, why it continues to exist despite diversity and inclusion programs, and what people are doing to fight back. First, let's define what we mean by misogyny in the workplace. It's more than just overt discrimination. Misogyny includes subtle everyday actions, being interrupted more often in meetings, being judged more harshly for mistakes, being excluded from networking opportunities, or having your ideas ignored until a man repeats them. In tech, this often shows up in the form of bro culture, an environment where men dominate conversations, leadership roles, and decision-making while women are sidelined. In 2025, women still make up less than 30% of the tech workforce in the United States. Only 15% of leadership positions in Silicon Valley are held by women. According to surveys, 78% of women in tech report experiencing gender bias at work. Let's look at a few high-profile cases that brought workplace misogyny into the spotlight. At Uber in 2017, former engineer Susan Fowler's blog post revealed systemic harassment and retaliation, forcing leadership changes. In 2018, over 20,000 Google employees staged walkouts to protest how the company handled sexual harassment cases, demanding accountability. In 2021, a lawsuit against Activision Blizzard exposed a so-called frat boy culture where women were underpaid, harassed, and excluded from promotions. And in recent years, reports continue to surface at smaller AI and fintech startups where diversity and equity programs have been abandoned under political pressure. These cases highlight a pattern. Women speaking up, companies issuing public apologies, promises of change, and then slow or no follow-through. Why does this problem continue? Even after years of attention, one reason is male-dominated leadership. When boards and executives are overwhelmingly male, the culture reflects their blind spots. Another reason is the meritocracy myth. Tech often claims a meritocracy, but bias influences hiring, promotions, and even how talent is recognized. Weak accountability also plays a role. Non-disclosure agreements and internal investigations often protect companies, not employees. Offenders face minimal consequences. Cultural conditioning adds to the problem, with stereotypes of men as natural leaders and women as supporters still shaping decisions. And in 2025, many companies scale back diversity goals under political and legal pressures, reinforcing old patterns. The impact of misogyny isn't just personal, it's structural. Women leave tech at twice the rate of men. Harassment and exclusion lead to mental health struggles, burnout, and stalled careers. Companies lose innovation. Diverse teams are proven to create better products, yet toxic cultures drive talent away. Consumers feel it too. Products designed without women in mind often have blind spots. From health apps ignoring women's needs to AI systems showing bias. While tech gets most of the headlines, misogyny is not limited to Silicon Valley. In finance, women make up less than 20% of executives. In film, despite progress, women still hold fewer than 25% of key behind-the-scenes roles. In medicine, female doctors earn significantly less than their male peers, even in the same specialties. The pattern repeats: underrepresentation, undervaluation, and unequal treatment. Despite the challenges, change is happening. Employee walkouts and whistleblowers continue to push companies to act. New state laws in places like California demand greater pay transparency and equity reporting. Women-led startups are rising, with record venture capital funding in 2025. Organizations like Girls Who Code, AnitaB.org, and Black Girls in Tech are reshaping the pipeline. Public opinion is shifting. Surveys show younger workers demand fairer workplaces and refuse to join toxic companies. Misogyny in tech and other industries isn't just a women's issue. It's a human issue, an economic issue, and an innovation issue. If companies want to attract the best talent, create the best products, and thrive in the future, they can't afford to ignore it. As viewers, we all have a role to play. Speak up when you see bias, support diversity programs, and hold leaders accountable. Because the fight for equality doesn't end in the boardroom. It continues every day, in every workplace. Thanks for watching. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And let us know in the comments, what changes do you think are most urgently needed to make workplaces more equal?